What's up, guys? Welcome back to Build Cool again. Today we're back to work on our dirt bike to street legal adventure bike build. In this episode we're going to go ahead, open up our engine. We're going to try to get it into place here. We're probably going to have to cut some stuff out of the way. We may have to make some modifications. We're going to figure out where home's going to be, and then we'll start building some motor mounts and hopefully get it all mounted in. Before we get started, let's go ahead and smash that like and subscribe button so we can keep on building. So with all that being said, let's get started. So what we got here is a Cleveland Cycle Works 250cc engine. It's 4-stroke, it's supposed to make 15.4 horsepower, and it has a 5-speed into it. It's electric start, but it's also kick start, which I think we're really going to try to utilize the kick start. If we can get a battery in here and still keep it clean, we may use the electric start, but I don't mind kicking. In reality, this thing is pretty much just a rebadged Life in 250 engine. They painted it black, made it look pretty, and threw new emblems on there so they could put it into their bikes. It was only $600 on eBay, so I can't go wrong with that. If I ever blow it up, $600 is nothing to throw a new engine in and keep on rolling. So we're going to go ahead, fit this thing into here, see what we're going to have to do to make it fit in there, and then we'll start figuring out, make sure our chain's lined up, and then we can figure out motor mounts in that. So let's get started. Guys, so the motor's in, but it's not quite gonna work yet. If you see right up here, it's hitting this square tubing, and I have no more room to bring it forward. And then where our swing arm bolt goes, right now the swing arm's unbolted. Let's see. Right here is our oiled fill. But in order to move that outside here, it'll be in front of this hole. So that ain't gonna work. So I'm thinking we'll cut the frame here, cut the frame right here, and then we'll remove all of this, bend some new tubing that will go from up here to tie it back in, but we'll make it go a little bit wider to fit the engine, and it'll start further up here, which will allow us to move the motor forward a little bit and get us clearance. So let's go ahead, chop it here, and then we'll see. We'll make our cuts, remove the bottom. Hopefully it'll work. Let's get going. Alright guys, it's the next day here. I've already gone ahead, sourced us some tubing and bent it, and I also picked us up some more welding wire because we really needed it. So now we're going to go ahead and start by taking off all the rear suspension, the motor back off, so we can figure out where these are going to go. But we're going to have to finish welding everything in, clean up the lower part of the frame, so then we'll be able to get that all figured out. The motor and everything's going to be on and off. So we've got a lot of work ahead of us. A lot more than I expected. So let's get going. Well, due to some unforeseen circumstances, this is going to be as far as we're going to get this episode. The angle grinder decided it's had enough. So, I'm going to have to go get us another one. But, at least we got the frame bars all welded in and this all figured out. So in the next episode, we'll go ahead and start getting this motor mounted in for reals this time. And then we'll be able to unbox. We got the tank in, we've got a few other goodies, so we'll introduce those guys on the next episode. Before we get out of here, let's go ahead and smash that like and subscribe button so we can keep on building. And with all that being said, I'll catch you guys on the next episode. Peace!